The sighting of a creature that has come to be known as the Werewolf of Defiance is a popular legend in Ohio. The sightings and attacks were documented by the local newspaper. Defiance, Ohio, is a small town in the northwestern part of the state, about 55 miles south of Toledo. In the early 70s, it had a population of a little over 16,000 residents. It was a quiet small town, and nothing out of the ordinary occurred prior to the sightings. In August of 1972, there were at least 3 separate attacks on townspeople. It was usually in the early mornings, between 1 a.m. and 4:30. The police were unsure of who the assailants could be, but at least 3 separate people went on file and described the creature as having a large dog head. As soon as the word got out about the description of the creature, it became known as the Wolfman of Defiance. The police chief at the time was quoted as saying, "We didn't release it to the news when we got the report about a week ago. Now, we're taking it seriously." The police began a serious investigation, and over the course of a few weeks, several people have called in describing that they've seen a wolfman or a very hairy creature. Some even described it as a beast with long fangs. Over the years, many people have speculated as to what the creature was. Many eyewitnesses insist that the creature was a wolfman or a dogman. The police at the time rationalized the sightings, thinking that it was one of the townspeople wearing a costume. But they all believed that the people were seeing something that looked like a wolf. All of the witnesses that seen this werewolf all had very similar descriptions that included hairy feet and standing about 6 to 8 feet tall. Two freight yard workers were working the graveyard shift, inspecting the rail car's braking system. During an interview with a Toledo Blade, one of the witnesses said, "I saw these 2 hairy feet, and when I looked up, I saw it standing there with a big stick over its shoulder. When I started to say something, it took off into the woods." This werewolf creature was described as having huge hairy feet, large fangs, and running side to side like a caveman. About a week after that encounter, the man claims to have seen the creature again in the exact same spot. The werewolf looked at him from the edge of the forest and then turned back into the woods. Later that same night, the creature was spotted again. This person had a very similar sighting, stated that the creature was hairy, had a large dog head, and was wielding a 2x4. One of the conflicting details of the reports was whether it was seen with a 2x4 or not. There was a total of 4 articles about the creature. Since the sighting occurred, there has been many reports of strange occurrences around the area of Defiance, Ohio. which include many UFO sightings and a Dracula lookalike. As time went on, so did the sightings. The police continued their investigation for this werewolf. But nothing was ever caught, and the case eventually became closed.